Apollo 15 was crewed by David R. Scott, Alfred M. Worden, and James B. Irwin. It was the 9th lunar mission. It began July 26, 1971 and finished August 7, 1971. It was sent up under the Nixon administration. It was launched from the Kennedy Space Center and landed somewhere in the North Pacific Ocean. The mission had several goals. First of all, it was the first J mission, which basically meant it was capable of extended stay. Second of all, it was meant to study the lunar surface and environment in greater detail. It explored the Hadley-Apennine region and set up and activate lunar surface scientific experiments for a later date. To make engineering evaluations of new Apollo equipment and conduct lunar orbital experiments and photographic tasks. Apollo 15 was rocked by multiple scandals, including a stamp scandal where the astronauts were selling signed stamps to a German stamp dealer to be sold at a later date, as well as a statuette they left on the moon to commemorate fallen astronauts and cosmonauts that left out 20 Russian cosmonauts that had died.
Hang on. Yeah. And I'll drop the two of them here, and hopefully they'll hit the ground at the same time. How about that? Mr. John,
And every time I close my eyes, you're running through my mind. Gotta tell you how I feel, but words are hard to find. I'm looking for a savior to the skies up above. I know I finally found me somebody to love, somebody to love, somebody to love.
Apollo 16 was the 10th manned mission in the United States Apollo space program, the 5th to land on the moon and the 1st to land in the lunar islands. The second of the so-called J missions, it was crewed by Commander John Young, lunar module pilot Charles Duke, command module pilot Ken Mattingly. Launched from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida on April 16, 1972. The mission lasted 11 days, 1 hour, and 51 minutes. Concluded on April 27th. The goals of this mission was sampling of lunar material, possibly young volcanic material in the lunar highlands. At this time, Nixon was the president.
Bye.
Apollo 17 was launched December 7th, 1972, and it landed December 19th, 1972. They spent 12 days on the moon. They went to the moon to visit high-priority landing sites for the lunar rovers for future explorations, and it was the first to provide relative gravity measurements throughout landing sites. The commander was Eugene A. Sarin, and the commander module pilot was Ronald E. Evans, and the lunar module pilot was Harrison H. Schmitt. They landed in the Terrace Littrow Valley, and Apollo 17 was the last mission to the moon, and there were only minor hardware problems that went wrong.